All of you, those at the side, come on, move, move, move. Okay, teachers, help me to sit in front, in front. Hey. Okay, David, I think you are better already after this inspiration. Sit on the floor. Come on, man. The Lord has healed you. Come, come. Come on, man, David Chu. Oh. Okay. Okay, come on, Caleb, sit on the floor. Nobody is going to sit on the chair now. Okay? Okay. So, children, do you enjoy yourself these 2 days? Yeah, I think so. Even if you don't enjoy, I myself, I enjoy a lot. Suddenly, I feel that I'm 20 years younger. Do you know what's my age?
No. 40.
No, 100. Did I ever tell you?
100.
Did I ever? I look like 20, right? Do you think so? Then teacher Mickey look like 15. 5 years, I'm only 5 years older than her. Do you believe that? Ah! Come on, man. If you say yes, I'll give you a sweet later. Okay, yes, right. Okay, okay. Okay, let's give Jesus a big, big clap. Come on, man. Woo! Jesus, children, just now earlier on when we sing the song, it says, I'm in, you know. Wow, all of you shouted so loudly, and you are quite sure that you are in. Do you know what you are in for?
I'm in.
In for what?
Play.
In to play, Yes. You're right, you can come to church and play, no problem. Huh? You can come to church and play iPad, no problem. After you're inside the iPad. If you are okay. Teacher Chufen, today I forgot about something. You know what is it? Suddenly I forgot something. Not that. I forgot my basic 1, 2, 3. What's my basic 1, 2, 3? Okay, that's you, Eyes on you. You say you, I say me, okay? One more time. Eyes on you. Yes. Raise your hand if you want to. One last one. I should say basic 1, 2, 3, 4. The last one is lock. Keep your key inside your pocket, okay? Don't take it out, If you want to take it out, you must raise your hand, and ask for permission. Okay, before I start, I invite every one of you to cross your legs by the count of 3. I'm not going to see, okay? 1, 2, and 3. Well done, Qi Rong. Well done, Zoe. Well done, Ziyu. Well done, Enmin. Well done, Audrey. Well done, man. Some of you haven't do what I say. I don't call names, You better do it, Well done, Ying En. Cross leg, everybody. Okay. What did I say? You forgot to lock, Okay, lock first. Shh. What did I say? If you want to talk, you raise your hand. I will give you a slot. After my sharing, you get to share. You know, later we're going to pick, right? Draw lots, and then all of you will get to some of you will get to share, not all, Maybe. God knows you want to share later. Maybe your turn later. Okay? Okay. Okay, today we have almost come to the end of the camp. Now, I think today God has, now throughout all the songs that we have sang, now all of you, there's one name that we keep hearing again and again and again. What is his name?
Jesus!
All right, but you didn't raise your hand. Okay, but okay, fine. It's Jesus' name. So sometimes you get very excited when you call the name Jesus. So I will, 原谅你一下. Okay, doesn't matter. Okay, yes. The name Jesus has been hearing again and again and again. Now today we're going to know him a little bit more. And of course, I hope you will continue to know him. Because every Sunday we have Sunday school. It is just as fun as what you experience during the camp. No? Come on, those who are in the Sunday school, please give me some support, okay? In a way, yes. In a way, no. Of course. But one thing that hold on. One thing that I like about Gabriel sharing yesterday, he said that initially when he came to Sunday school, he's not interested in Jesus, right? He said, oh, there's a lot of activities, DIY stuff. But he said that after coming to Sunday school week after week, slowly he came to know Jesus a little bit more and more. And he started to experience Jesus in his life. Now, you would think that Jesus is very boring right now. You know why? Because you have yet to experience him. Not that you're too young. Not that you're too young. There are some kids, 5 years old, they experience Jesus and their life is so happy. But there are some people who are 50 years old, they are. You're not happy with homework, right? You know why? Because, I say, raise your hand. Because you have yet to experience Jesus in your life. And therefore, you think doing homework is so boring. Okay? But if you do the homework with the help of Jesus, you will realize that, hey, actually, doing homework isn't that tough. Actually, PSLE isn't that tough as I think. Because Jesus is with me and he always helped me, although I can't see him. Yet, I can see him in my heart. You can see him. Whose key is unlocked? Okay. I think I need a teacher. There. Come, please support me. Thank you. Okay. Where am I? Okay. So children, you know when teacher Chufeng was very young, I keep thinking, how many of you have asked yourself this question? Who you are? Have you thought of that? Where do you come from? You know, when I was 5 years old, I started to think about who I am. Where do I come from? I look at myself in the mirror and I keep asking myself, I look into my eyeballs and I keep looking at myself and I say, where do you come from? Okay, of course I know it's from my mother's womb. But I keep looking at the mirror and say, hey, where do I come from? Although it's from my mother's womb, but I believe there's something more. Then where do my mother come from? Where do my grandmother come from? Where do my great-grandmother come from? Then I keep asking the questions, but I have no answer. And then when I started to grow up a little bit more teenager, then I started, like what I shared yesterday, I started to feel unloved. I feel that, sometimes when, my result wasn't that great, PSLE I only got, let's not review my result. Not very good. Just average, I would say. Just average. Then when I got my result, I cannot even get into any school that I choose. At least Gabriel get into his third choice, during my days, I have 6 choices. I couldn't even get in one of my choice, Can you see that? I'm so lousy. And then, you know what? I went to a school that was a very new school. Nobody has ever been to that school and I'm the first batch. You know what is first batch or not? That means there's no Sec 2, no Sec 3, no Sec 4, no Sec 5. I'm Sec 1. Only Sec 1 student. When I go to that school, I don't even have my school building, Yesterday, Gabriel said when he went to Pasir Ris Secondary School, got aircon, got this and that, multi-purpose hall, whatever. But my school wasn't even ready yet when I went into the school. So we have to borrow another school. And because of that, because that school is in the morning session, our session will be in the afternoon session. So in the end, you see, I got the lousiest condition. Do you see that? I don't even have my own school. I didn't get into my choice. Then I feel my parents are always so busy. They never bother about me. They always work. Then only night time I see them. They then seldom talk to me, chit-chat with me. When I'm not happy, they're not there for me. So when I grow up, I feel so little. I feel so little in my heart. I don't know whether anyone of you feel that way before. But do you know what? God knows me even before I know him. So when I was secondary 2, one of my friends brought me. One day she came to me. Hey, there's this place got free tuition, Then I say, really? Free, Then I said, okay. Okay lor. You want to follow me or not? My friend said, okay lah, never mind lah. Since I've got nothing to do, my parents have no money to pay for tuition, then I just go lah. Since my result wasn't that great after all. Okay lah, I just went. I went for first month. Then I went. This place is my friend brought me. When I went there, it's a church Okay lor. Then the teachers are very loving. They just volunteer to give free tuitions, So I went in. I was Sec 2 then. I stayed there for about 1-2 months or so. Then I said, studying is so boring. I don't want to go. Then I stop. Then when they sing song, I say, yeah, like Gabriel, right? Initially when he came to church, you know, like Jesus is nothing. So it applies to me also. It happens to me also. So I stopped, you know, for a year. And then, of course, my result continued to be bad, you know. So, and when I was 15 years old, Sec 3, okay, my friend invited me again. Say, hey, you know, O-level coming soon, you know, another 2 years, I think it's time we back up on our study. You want to come with me again or not? Got free tuition again. Wow, then this time round, okay, I follow. I said, okay lah. Since I've got nothing to do during weekends, I just follow you. So I went again. But this time round, it was very different. When I went there, okay, initially I go there for free tuition. But after weeks, there was one day I still remember, I was 40 already. That means it happens 25 years ago. I can still remember that day when I sang one of the songs. I can't remember what song is that, but it talks about, you know, even though there's no one in the world that understands you, God understands you. And He loves you. And He sacrificed His life for you. So that day, wow, when I sing that song, I can still remember in my heart that I said, God, now I realize that even though my parents, they have no time for me, I always misunderstand, thinking that they don't love me. But God, I know, even though man doesn't love me, but God, you never change, and you loves me. And not only that, when you loves me, you show true action. What action is that? By sacrificing your life for me. So I remember that day when this song came into my mind, wow, I started to change my mind, the way I think about myself. Suddenly, I feel that, although in my heart I feel that I'm a nobody previously, but now I know I'm somebody, because I know that this God, He loves me. He never forsaken me. You know what is forsaken? That means He will never leave me behind. Sometimes when I'm naughty, sometimes when I'm no good, you know, sometimes when I'm bad or whatever, but He never loves me. So this message come into my mind, and I know immediately that God, You create me. Some of you ask whether dinosaur comes first or God comes first. I tell you, we are created in the image of God. That means we are like God. So He created me, and then so I'm a somebody already, because if God, You are King, that means I'm Queen. I don't marry to God. I don't marry to God, so I'm not queen. So if God is my Father, then I'm daughter. Very good. Give Hong Shen a clap. But okay, just like I say, if God is Father, I'm daughter, right? Another thing, if God has no wife, He no need to have wife. Okay. If God is King, then I'm not queen. So lousy. I thought. Sorry. Don't say that. Princess. So do you know the moment you receive Jesus into your heart, you become princess. Do I look like one? I am. Even though you say I do not look like one, but I tell you, I am princess in the eyes of God. Because of my father, my relationship with Him. Let's say if today you're Obama's daughter or son, president, right? Immediately, your status, rise up, right? Your status, rise up, right? Last time was, who is Obama? Just a black man. Sorry, this one not right. Yeah. No. Is he black? Yes. So is he a black man? Why do you say racist? Your mind is racist, not me. I'm just stating a fact, right? So I tell you, last time I don't even know who is Obama, but after the election 6 years ago, is it 6 years ago, teachers? He started 8 years now. Okay, 8 years ago, he became a president, and then we got to know. Oh, actually, his wife is Michelle, is it? Michelle Obama, and then the daughter, I don't know what's her name. Their names. He has 2 daughters. So do you know what? When you know Jesus, you acknowledge God is the King, immediately you accept Him in your heart. Your status will rise up. And you become prince and princess. And you know what? Because this world is owned by God. It's owned by God. So immediately I become the owner of this what? Of this world. I become the owner of this world. You know, everything in this world. It's not only that small, miserable amount of money that you have in the bank. Not only that, you know. It's everything, you know. Everything in the world belongs to you. So all you need to do is to believe. Accept Jesus in your heart. And let Him be the King in your life. Take control of your life. And then He enters into your heart. Just like the song that we sang earlier on. I'm louder. One more time. Wow, great. Are you sure you're in? Yeah, I believe you are in. Those of you who say, I'm in. You know what happened to you right now? Okay. God will change your life. Just like what Gabriel has shared yesterday. He has transformed our life. Actually, I haven't started, yeah. But, is this my first slide? Wait, let me see. Okay. Yeah, many a times, okay, very fast. Just give me 5 minutes. Okay, many a times, we want to be somebody to feel good. Am I right? Just like just now, Teacher Chufen share my testimony. Am I good enough? You know, my results so good, not bad, not so good, and I get into lousy school. I'm really nobody compared to all of you here. These questions keep coming into my mind. Children, do you have this question in your mind?
No.
Hong Shen, let me ask you. Have you ever failed any paper?
Yes, science.
Oh, science. Okay. Shh, don't tell people. Oh, maths is sometimes when you get poor result, do you? Yeah, I'm so. Why my result like that? Do you feel like lousy like that a bit? Wow, are you still so good to fail? Then you can stop coming to my house for tuition already. No lah, I don't think so. I think everyone wants to feel good, right? But you know, we use result to measure our worth. You know, like look at this graph here. You know, like we use result to measure our worth. We use if I can speak very confident, wow, that means I'm good. You know, like if you work hard, your hard work will be paid off, right? And say, you be a good boy, 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 Then you are good. But is it true? Is this the way we measure ourselves? Okay, now sometimes we measure ourselves, you know, is that okay, be confident and speak boldly like Teacher Chufen. Right now I'm doing it now. You know, wow, if you can stand in front of everybody, wow, you are good, man. And believe in yourself. This is what you are taught in school, right? Believe in yourself and you can do anything. Right? Your teacher say, believe in yourself, you can get 250 for this coming PSLE. This is what, you know, the people in the world have been teaching all of us. Is that right? Am I right? Bernice, do your teachers taught all of you that? Believe in yourself and you can do it. And then the teachers in the school will tell you, you can do anything. Even your parents sometimes, they will say, believe in yourself and you can do it, you know. But children, what if we cannot do it? That's it lah. We have no self-worth already. Do you know what is self-worth or not, children? Self-worth, that means what is your value? Your value, how much you are worth, okay? So, a lot of people think that, I have a lot of confidence like this man here, ooh, I'm very confident, I can speak very boldly in front of everyone. I'm good, you know? Some people say, but one day, when you cannot speak very confidently in front of everyone, how do you feel? Well, you start to compare. Hey, why he can do very well? Well, why Gabriel can share? Why I don't have the courage to stand in front of everybody to share? You know, all these doubts will start coming into your mind. Because you don't know your self-worth. Okay? And then you become very unhappy. Look at this man here. He's so unhappy because he feels so lousy of himself because he uses things that will change or his own condition to measure his self-worth. Okay? But what happened? But when Jesus becomes the center of our life, we are already a somebody. Do you know what? It is not whether what you can do, what you cannot do that measure your worth. But when someone is in Jesus, he let Jesus to take control of his life. So everything you do, you pray. God, tell me what to do. God, I know your promise, even though sometimes I'm alone in this exam hall. Not alone in the exam hall. I'm alone doing the paper. Nobody help me. But God, I know you're with me. Even though sometimes you're playing badminton. Wow, very sweat. Just like yesterday, the movie that we watched. They're dying already. Almost the enemies are so strong. But yet, when Jesus becomes the center of their life, they can excel. They can do that is beyond their ability. And that is the power of the Holy Spirit that is in us. So today I want to ask you a question. Is Jesus the center of your life? If not, then you have to think. If not, you have to think. All the things that I'm depending right now in my life, will they change? They will change, right? They will change, right? Sometimes your result can be good, sometimes result can be no good. So if they will change, that means my mood is going up and down, because sometimes good, happy, no good, not happy. So your life will always be like a roller coaster, you know. But when your life depends on Jesus that is never changing, he is unchanging, you realize that even sometimes you feel so lousy, you get bad results. Or sometimes, you know, but you say, hey God, I know I am a princess in your eyes. So I know that it is, no matter where I go, just like what Gabriel had shared yesterday, no matter where I go, God, I know you will bring me to the school that is most suitable for me. You know, you have this assurance in your heart. You know, so this is just one small example. When Jesus becomes the center of your life, you know, last time you keep playing computer games and you're spending a lot of time, you know, how am I going to kick off this habit? But when Jesus becomes the center of your life, maybe, for example, through this camp, you start to realize something that, hey, maybe being with people is more fun than staying at home and play my handphone, you know, all this stuff, my games. It's not that bad after all. You start to realize a lot of things when Jesus becomes the center of your life. So, give yourself a chance to let Jesus become the center of your life. And when you do that, you are already a somebody. Okay? And when, what happened? Just now I keep emphasizing, you become, if God is my king, I am child of God. I become a child of God. And God loves me. You look at this boy here, he's so happy. And with the heart shape, you know. Okay, so let's read this verse together. It's taken from John chapter 1 verse 12. It says together, yet to all who received him, to those who believed in his name, he gave the right to become children of God. Yes. Okay, this will never change. To anyone who received Jesus into your heart, okay, he give them the right. The right. Okay? Nobody can take it away from you. Not even your parents. Not even whether you believe or not. Once you has accepted him, sometimes you feel so weak. You say, I am a lousy Christian. I am a lousy. I don't believe Jesus anymore. But sorry, cannot take away already. Why? Because it's not by your choice that we become children of God. It is by God's choice. Right? So cannot take away one. You say don't want, also cannot take away. Okay? So what is God's promise to those that believes in him? First, what do you see in this picture? Can Ephes tell me? Ephes, what is this, Ephes? Do I got your name right? Elphys, sorry, not Ephes. Elphys. What is this? No wonder she looks so blurred. She doesn't know I'm calling her. Okay, what is this? Ding, 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 ding. What is this place? Where is this place? Oh, she said heaven. 天国. Very good. Some of you don't even know heaven in Chinese. Let's give her a clap. Woo! 天国. Okay, a bit chim, Okay, hold on. 天国 means heaven in Chinese. Yes, for those that believes in God, we are destined to go heaven. You know what is destined or not?
No.
Destined means you must go. Yes. You cannot, even there's hell, cannot go hell already. Because once you believe Jesus in your heart, straight away, you belong to heaven already. Yes, Chirong? I'm talking about his destination. His destiny. Destiny. The place that he is going when he died. But you know what? Even on earth, you can experience heaven on earth also. Do you know how? Drink what? Drink heaven and earth. Okay. Later you go and try, you drink heaven and earth, you feel like in heaven or not? Maybe for 1 minute, wow, the weather is very hot. I drink heaven and earth green tea, wow, very shock. But after that, wow, start to complain again. Wow, the weather is so hot again. So it's only a little while. The heaven and earth only can last for a little while. But this one can last forever, you know. Okay. What else? Okay. Everybody, eyes on you. Eyes on me. You. Eyes on me. Yes. Don't raise your hand. And zip, lock, put inside the pocket. Okay, next. Okay, now look at this cute little thing here. What is this? Angels. You know what? When you become a child of God, no matter where you go, the unseen angels will protect you. No matter where you go. Whether you can see him or not. You know, I heard of testimony that there was once a young lady, she was in a train station. It was an underground subway, that kind of train station. And then there was this man, his look was very like up to something, you know, something bad. So this lady was very scared. Then she said, God, I'm so scared and I'm alone in this subway because it's already midnight. So God, please protect me. Send your angels to protect me. You know what? This man actually wanted to walk near to her and actually wanted to attack her. But, very strangely, when this man walked to her, right? No, not fall down. Suddenly, he walked away. For no reason. Then you know what? This lady, of course, in her heart said, oh, thank God for protecting me. And do you know what? Then later on, this man, he went to another place and he attacked another lady. And he was being caught. So when he was brought to the police station, and this thing was on the paper, and when the lady that day, when she read the paper, she said, I can recognize this guy, you know, he is the one that I saw at the subway station. And then he said, how come you go and attack another lady, you know? And not me. I was alone. Why didn't he attack me? Do you know what? Why? Do you know why? Because the guy said that on that night, actually, he wanted to attack the lady. But suddenly he said there was a group of people, men, walking towards the lady. So he saw there's so many people. So he walked away. But children, are those people really people? No. Who are they? They are actually angels. Yeah, he saw it. No, the lady can't see it. But only the man can see the group of the men that was walking and surrounding the lady. So they are actually the angels. So children, do you know that when you become a child of God, angels will protect you, even though you can't see it. But many a times, angels are protecting you without you knowing. The man saw a group of men surrounding the lady. So he didn't go and attack him. You see God. You see, Raise your hand if you want to talk. But I said, okay lah, wait, put down your hands first. To answer Caleb's questions, only the man can see the group of men, but the lady cannot. So sometimes we think that, yeah, God, you're not helping me. But do you know that God is always helping you without you knowing it? Just like how God helped us yesterday when we are outside, you know. Do you know yesterday at 4 plus when we are at Pasir Ris Park, do you know what happened at the other end of the island or not? At the west side, we are on the east side, right? At the other end of the island, in fact, yesterday, Uncle Chiming came, right? He told me, he showed me a video. He said, you know what? My company was flooded. I said, what happened? Because it was raining so badly that that part of my company was flooded. Then I said, does it always happen or not? He said, no, this was the first time because the rain was so heavy. And you know what? Yesterday, Pastor told me, say that, yesterday the rain actually centered at the center of the island and at the west side of the island. But God stopped the cloud from flying to east side, And do you notice, yesterday after your shower, during showering time, the rain starts to pour, right? And then, isn't it? And then the bus can just fit in nicely to that small little slot and pick up all of us up to the bus. Do you see? God is working, and God is sending the angels to protect us. Yesterday was so fun because nobody there, raining, everybody thought, yeah, today is not the time to go out. But God let drizzle a bit. Then after that, during our play, it stopped. Do you see that or not? Oh, it was so wonderful because, children, you must believe things that your eyes cannot see, it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. I repeat, things that your eyes cannot see, it doesn't mean don't have. It have, It's stated in the Bible. That's a spiritual world. Okay, to go very quickly. And then, children, my God is bigger than any problems I face. Okay? Do you believe that? Any problem that you have right now, I do not know, I can't read your heart. But children, God can read all your hearts. Any worries that you have right now, any problem that you face, you feel unloved, you feel anything that is negative about yourself, God can solve all these problems. And no matter how helpless you are, God can help you. Yes? Okay, how can God help you when you got cancer? Let me answer your question. Do you want the answer or not? I ask you first. So, if you want my answer, you listen very carefully. Okay? Sure? If you have cancer, first, how does God help you? Let me tell you lah. I'm telling you now. You know, not long ago, Teacher Lee Wen's father has cancer. Okay? You know what happened? Okay, his father was very healthy, but he contracted cancer a few months ago. And first thing is, what I see when I visited the father is that God gives him peace in his heart. Because the father knows that where he will be going after even if he die, he has a place called heaven to go. So he feels very peaceful. And second thing, and he's very happy. When we see him, he was smiling. Have you ever seen a sick man that's smiling? No, right? But I tell you, when someone has Jesus in his heart, he has eternal life, a life that is forever and ever. And this life is not in a very, very, the place that you are going is not like hell like that. It's like heaven, It's happy, no sadness, no tears, nothing. It's so happy. He knows he's going there. So he's very happy. So with this in his heart, even though sometimes it's a little bit pain here, a little bit pain there, but the moment he prays in his heart, God gives him the strength to overcome it. Okay, but eventually he passed away. But let me tell you another example. We have another auntie in the church who also has cancer. Okay, you don't know her, she's not here today. However, after she prayed, right, you know what happened to her? Because God feel that she should live longer because she has a younger son and the husband is not a Christian yet. And so God Actually, she is already in 4th stage liver cancer. You know, 4th stage liver cancer is almost dying already. There's no hope, no hope, no hope. But you know what? Very miraculously, God healed her, through the hands of doctor, through one of the medicine that works so well in her body. But this medicine doesn't work well on anyone, I heard of cases that when another patient took this medicine, he died within 2 weeks. I heard of that. It speed up the death. But it works so well on this auntie. So God can work in any way. Whether you got cancer, whatever. Okay, wait, later. Huh? Then she has, now the cancer is under control. I can't say no more. But I have another example also, another auntie. No more cancer. Yes. So also liver stage 4 cancer. So you see, God can work in any way. But in any way He works. I just want to tell you. He works. Whether you die, He still works. Whether you have cancer, still having cancer but still surviving, He also works. Whether fully healed, He still works. Okay? Okay, Aiden?
Are we done talking about cancer?
Okay, come, let's move on. You are right. I want to move on. Today, I'm going to talk to you about 2 persons, very quickly. Story of Joseph. This guy, he's a poor thing. What happened to him? Now, it's taken from the book of Genesis. I'm going to read very, very quickly. Now, Israel means Joseph's father. His name is called Israel. Loved Joseph more than any of his other sons. He loved this because he's the youngest, Joseph. And because he had been born to him in his old age, and he made an ornate robe for him, this very colorful robe here. When his brothers saw that their father loved him more than any of them, they hated him. Very jealous. You see, jealousy comes already because we have seen in us. And could not speak a kind word to him. But Joseph was a very kind man. And what happened was, Joseph had a dream. And when he told it to his brothers, they hated him all the more. Okay? So his brothers said to him, "Do you intend to reign over us? Will you actually rule us? You are younger than us, How can you rule us, The brothers were saying that. And they hated him all the more because of his dream and what he had said. So, what happened? But they saw him in the distance, and before he reached them, they plotted to kill him. Wow. How many of you here, siblings, want to kill you? Okay, like you will quarrel, isn't it? But it happens on Joseph, someone who knows God. Not true. Your sister is here, Your sister is here, You mean she want to kill you? Okay, let's go very quickly. So, they say, okay, let's read. Okay, here comes that dreamer, they said to each other. Come now, let's kill him and throw him into one of these cisterns and say that a ferocious animal devoured him. Then we will see what comes of his dreams. I said the brothers want to kill him, And we come up with a lie and tell our father that he was actually eaten up by the lion. Okay, something like that. So what happened? So when Joseph came to his brothers, they stripped him of his robe, the ornate robe he was wearing. And they took him and threw him into the cistern. The cistern was empty. There was no water in it. Good thing. Thank God there's no water in the cistern. Okay, then they got Joseph's robe, slaughtered a goat, and dipped the robe in the blood. They took the ornate robe back to their father and said, "We found this. We found Joseph's robe. Joseph, examine it to see whether it is your son's robe." So they pretend, They pretend they killed their brother, and they pretend that the brother was dead. You know how bad, right? Such a bad thing happens to Joseph. Now, speed up. Okay, speed up. Now, what happened? Joseph was sold as a slave to this Potiphar. Now, Joseph had been taken down to Egypt. Potiphar, an Egyptian who was one of Pharaoh's officials, the captain of the guard, bought him from the Ishmaelites who had taken him there. And let's read this. That's in red. The Lord was with Joseph so that he prospered. You know what? Even though such a bad thing happened to Joseph, But the Lord was with Joseph, and he lived in the house of his Egyptian master. When his master saw that the Lord was with him and that the Lord gave him success in everything he did, Joseph found favor in his eyes. Wow. So Potiphar, wow, loved Joseph so much. Joseph, you became my attendant, huh? You take care of everything in my house. Okay, I can relax. I can relax, okay? And so, he put him in charge of his household, and he entrusted to his care everything he owned. Wow. Actually, he was a slave, right? Now become what? The second man in the household, you know. Wow. And because of what? Second master. And because of what? Because the Lord, the Lord was with Joseph. Because God is with him. That's why he prospered. Okay? From the time he put it in charge of his household and of all that he owned, the Lord blessed the household of the Egyptian because of Joseph. And the blessing of the Lord was on everything Potiphar had, both in the house and in the field. So Potiphar left everything he had in Joseph's care. With Joseph in charge, he did not concern himself with anything except the food he ate. So you see, Joseph, he is a man that lived before God. Okay, he's very faithful in what God has asked him to do. Okay, through Potiphar. Do you see that? You know? So, wow, then another problem came to Joseph. He was very faithful, but this thing happens to him. When Joseph was well built and handsome, and after a while, you see, his wives took notice of Joseph and said, "Come to bed with me." You! I know you will say that when I said this. Come. Do you think Joseph will agree?
No.
Yes! Good thing you're not Joseph, otherwise the Bible cannot be written. Okay, but he refused. With me in charge, he told her, my master does not concern himself with anything in the house. Everything he owns, he has entrusted to my care. Now, no one is greater in this house than I am. My master has withheld nothing from me except you, because you are his wife. How then could I do such a wicked thing and sin against God? This is so... Come. Okay. And though she spoke to Joseph day after day, he refused to go to bed with her or even be with her. So it's not one time, 2 times, 3 times, day after day, the Bible says. So, but did Joseph give in? No. Then you know what happened? Do you know what happened? He go jail? Really? Let's see. So one day, he went into the house to attend to his duty. And none of the household servants was inside. She caught him by his cloak and said, "Come to bed with me." But he left his cloak in her hand and ran out of the house because he doesn't want to go to bed with her, you know. And what happens was, when she saw that he had left his cloak in her hand and had run out of the house, she called her household servants. "Look," she said to them, "this Hebrew has been brought to us to make sport of us." You know what is make sport or not? To make fun of us, You see, he came in to sleep with me, but I screamed. And when he heard me scream for help, he left his cloak beside me and ran out of the house. That's a trick, Is it true or not, children? Is it true? Is it true or not? No, it's not true. Joseph is such a good servant, and yet this master's wife maligned him. So she kept his cloak beside her until his master came home. Then she told him this story. "That Hebrew slave you brought us came to me to make sport of me. But as soon as I screamed for help, he left his cloak beside me and ran out of the house." She was complaining Do you think Potiphar will believe? Who said yes? Raise your hand. Okay, put down your hands. Who said no? Okay, very good. Very honest. Because he doesn't know the story. Okay, let's continue. When his master heard the story, his wife told him, saying, "This is how your slave treated me." He burned with anger. And Joseph's master took him and put him in prison, the place where the king's prisoners were confined. Oh dear. So another problem happened to Joseph again. He was trying to follow God, but this thing happens. But do you know what, children? But while Joseph was there in the prison, let's read together. The Lord was with him. The Lord was with him. No matter where you go, all the 倒霉的事情, unlucky, you always like to say, unlucky. There's no such thing as unlucky. God is with you in any situation. Just like Teacher Miriam said, good things you praise him. Bad things you praise him. Same thing here. So he showed him kindness and granted him favor in the eyes of the prison warden. Okay, so the warden put Joseph in charge of all those held in the prison, and he was made responsible for all that was done there. And the warden paid no attention to anything under Joseph's care because the Lord was with Joseph and gave him success in whatever he did. Again, God is with him all the time. So what does this tell us? God is with you at all times if you belong to him. So you have to ask yourself this question today. Do I belong to Jesus? Okay? So, children, whatever problems that we have in our lives, God will see us through just like Joseph. Remember that in your heart. This is God's promise that is given to all of you today. And whoever receive it will be yours. Got it? Now there's another person that I want to share with you today. It's a different kind. Very different kind. You know why? You look at my face, you know he's one kind one. He's a one kind man. Okay? And his name is Zacchaeus, the tax collector. Yes. You read Bible. Good. Okay. You know what kind of person Zacchaeus is? Zacchaeus? Anybody by the name of Zacchaeus? Nobody. Short guy. What else? He's a tax collector. Do you know what is a tax collector now? Meaning that he take the money from people. Okay, it's not wrong to take money from people. But the problem with him is that he take more than what he should take from the people. And therefore, a lot of people don't like him. This guy always cheat our money. We work so hard. We are so poor already. And yet he still take from us more than what we should give. So he is a tax collector. So do you think people will like him or not? Do you like this kind of person?
Yes.
No. You like? If I take all your money, you like or not? You're not truthful, Not truthful. Okay. Now, what happened? Now, Jesus entered Jericho and was passing through. This is a very short story. A man was there by the name of Zacchaeus. He was a chief collector and was wealthy. He wanted to see who Jesus was. But because he was short, he couldn't see over the crowd. And so he ran ahead and climbed a sycamore tree. Do I have a tree in here? To see him, since Jesus was coming that way. So you look at the pictures here. He was climbing up the tree. Sycamore tree is a tree that is very short, yet has very big branches, so he was able to climb up there. And what happened? Jesus said, when Jesus reached the spot, he looked up and said to him, Zacchaeus, come down immediately. I must stay at your house today. So he came down at once and welcomed him gladly. Oh, Jesus, thank you so much for coming to my house. You again. Thank you. But all the people saw this and began to mutter. Mutter means talk softly among themselves. He said, he has gone to be the guest of a sinner. See this Zacchaeus, he's a bad man, you know. He's a bad man, you know. And then, but why Jesus want to go to his house? You know what Zacchaeus said? Okay, but Zacchaeus stood up and said to the Lord, look, Lord, Here and now, I give half of my possessions to the poor. And if I have cheated anybody out of anything, I will pay back 4 times the amount. Example, if I cheat Aiden's money, $10, right?
No, $1.
Okay? Okay, let's say 1,000. Okay, let's say 1,000. I must pay back. So now Zacchaeus say he pay back how much? 4,000. Not bad, your maths pass. Okay, 4 times, 4,000, you know. So children, what happened to Zacchaeus? Last time he used to cheat people's money. But now, because when Jesus entered his heart, he used to be very notorious. You know what's notorious? Very bad. But now, the love of Jesus has entered his heart. He become a changed person. So through this story, we will know that, no matter whether how notorious, how bad you are, children, let me tell you, you can be like Zacchaeus. The moment Jesus entered into your life. Oh, and what did Jesus say? He said, today salvation has come to this house because this man too is a son of Abraham. For the Son of Man came to seek and to save the lost. So today you are here to this camp by no chance, because today God came to seek every one of you and come to save you. All right, children? Nathan? All right? Okay, so last one. So children, I'm telling you a promise that God has given us. Even when we are born notorious or wild, Jesus can change us. Right? So don't always feel so lousy of yourself and say, I'm always very selfish. I'm always have no love for people. I'm always this, that. But children, you just need to pray only. Say, God, I have a friend, classmate that I really dislike. But God, I know that through the story of Zacchaeus, I know no matter how bad I am, God, you can change me. Okay? So, like Zacchaeus. So when we need only Jesus, our life truly change. Okay? So I have almost come to the end of my sharing. So children, right now, okay, before I end my sharing, okay, I want every one of us to close our eyes. Okay, close our eyes, put our hands together. Okay? Now we have heard, okay, what Jesus, okay, teachers, those at the back, let's be in one heart. Okay? Let's close our eyes, everyone. Okay? Total silence, please. Let's not look at people around us. Let's just close our eyes and we face God ourselves, okay, in our hearts. Why I want you to close your eyes? Because so that you will not be distracted by anything around you. Okay, I want you to close your eyes. After hearing the message that during these 2 days, okay, I want you to, now I think it's time for us to respond back to God. Okay, we thank God that He has showed us the way of life, that life is not about chasing after all the temporary needs. Okay, life is not about getting good grades, having good achievements, having having lots of having computer games and all this that. Life is about knowing Jesus. And when Jesus enters into our hearts, we know that our life will change, because Jesus has the power to change our life. And no matter whether you're lousy, you feel you're lousy, you feel that you're no good, you feel that you're really a nobody, but let me tell you today that through the message, if God can change people like Zacchaeus, He can change you too. If God can solve all the problems that Joseph had, He can solve all the problems that you have right now. So children, right now, we want to respond back to God by praying to Him. So I want children to follow me, okay, and respond back to God. But before I pray, I want every one of you to stay silent. And I'll give you 1 minute for you to pray to God yourself. you may just pray in your heart silently, or you can just say out a little bit, mutter, just pray softly to God, thanking Him for the message that you have heard. Thank Him for the promises that He has given you. That whoever received Him, He gave them the right to become children of God. So I want you, if today you have received Jesus into your heart, I want you to thank God for what He has given you and respond back to Him. Okay, by saying that, God, I'm willing to let you take the throne of my life. I give every one of you to pray 1 minute right now. So let's all be silent. Please pray after me. Lord Jesus, we give thanks to you for giving us the message of life by telling us life is not all about needs. It's not about good grades, good achievement, playing computer games. Life is about you. Today, I'm willing to open my heart to let you be the king of my life. I know when you become the king of my life, any problems that is in me, you will help me to go through it. I give thanks to you. And no matter what kind of person I am, you don't see me that way. You see me from a loving eyes. You see me by sacrificing your life for me. And that is your great love. I give thanks to you. And so, Father, we know while we are on earth, we have a mission. Because we are children of God. And therefore, we must go and save people from hell. Because they don't know you. And therefore, they have a lot of problems in their life. Lord, I pray that I'm willing to be used by you in all ways to save my family, to save my parents who don't know you, my grandparents, my friends, everyone around me. God help us. I pray all this in Jesus' name. Amen.